The market rallies that we've seen of the past are starting to slow a little bit. Kim Anderson, is it the drought that everybody's talking about? Is that what's causing it to slow?
Well, the drought has been responsible for a couple dollar increase in corn prices and wheat prices, but I think that drought impact is slackening now. I think the market's starting to look at more demand issues, things that's going on in the market, some supply. If you look at corn, they're talking about not having enough corn either to meet our feeding needs, our export needs, or the ethanol needs. So something's got to give there. Vilsack did say this week that the EPA said that we're not going to reduce the EPA standards. China comes into play here because China's bought a lot of corn. Will China export some corn? If China buys more corn, and we know they've got plenty of dollars, then that is really going to tighten things up and maybe have a shortage in corn. So we got other things going on now. I think we've got the supply, estimate 137 bushels per acre versus the USDA's 146. I think we've got that on handle, and other market forces are starting to drive price now.
Okay, now corn has always been the leader for the wheat price also, or not the leader, but they've been tied together pretty closely over the years. Do you see that going on?
Corn prices have been leading wheat prices. Our wheat price has been
Right.
following corn up. If we lose a little more wheat production, I think wheat stocks are tight enough that wheat could divorce itself from the corn price, no longer be a follower, and wheat prices could go on up irrespective of what corn does. Argentina report came out that their planted acres are about 23% less than they were last year. Russia may suspend their exports. If those happen, then wheat prices could go up on their own.
Okay, now again, you're famous for your third, a third, and a third. We're kind of moving towards the second third of your third, and third. Let's talk about when producers should start selling.
Well, if producers still have wheat and they're really concerned about the market, I say go ahead and sell some. It really is what's going to allow them to sleep at night. But if they've got wheat, then I'd probably sell at minimum of 10, maybe 20% more. If they really need the money, maybe 50% more. But I'd move some in the market and keep some for selling later on.
Okay, real quickly, 2013. What should producers be thinking about?
Again, if they sell and forward contract ahead at $850, that's you're not going to go broke selling for $850. But I'd make sure I had crop insurance to cover anything that I had sold.
Okay, Kim Anderson, grain marketing specialist here at Oklahoma State University.